one of the main sacrifices that I've had to make, I had to sacrifice my ego. You know what I mean? Like, you have to sacrifice because you have to humble yourself in order to like move forward. And I think like once I started doing that, it's probably is when I started seeing the most. This was the most gratifying reward. You know what I mean? And you realize like if I can sacrifice that, then I can really. That's when growth. I started to really see growth in myself as an artist and as a businessman and my career as a whole. And so to know that I may have had that kind of effect on someone, or when somebody tells me like, yo, your music affected me in this way, or it really spoke to me on an emotional or spiritual or mental, any kind of level like that, like it means the world to me. That means, because those are the kind of artists that I always identify with. So to know that my music had that kind of effect, it's like the, you know what I mean? That's like the Grammy, you know what I mean? So yeah, it means a lot. Yeah, like, you know, like for me to wake up and to do music and to put music out and have a platform to put out music and for people to receive it and accept it and comment on it and say they like it or they don't like it, like I'm just very grateful for that. My greatest memory, honestly, is putting out this last album. You know, this album, 1,000 Cuts. It's my most recent album. I feel like it's my most complete, and the album that it means the most to me. It's the most important body of work and that I've ever put out. And to see people respond, I had a record release out here in the Bay Area, in California, and to see people's reception and to come out and show love and support and how it's affected people, it's just very important. And more specifically, the song, The Hardest Song Ever. You know, it's a song with me, Dylan, talking about very personal issues that happened in my life, you know, and to be more detailed, talking about being sexually abused, you know, as a child, and to put that in a record and to put it in my art and to have people connect with it and to identify with that. I mean, that's such a huge accomplishment for me, not only as an artist, but as a human being, to be able to be comfortable with that and put that out. So that's definitely been my biggest accomplishment. Just follow your heart, man. Follow your passion. I know that seems cliche, but there's a lot that goes before you even get to that point. You have to, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, you have to put in a lot of work. You know, you have to put in that sacrifice. You have to do all those things. But once you get to that point, you got to just follow your heart. You know what I mean? And I know when I used to think about that, when I used to hear artists say, they're like, yo, man, why? That's a bullshit answer. You know what I mean? But in reality, if you follow that, get yourself right. Get yourself in a good space. And then once you get yourself in that space, follow your heart. You know what I mean? Do that. Stay on that path. And I believe opportunities will present themselves. Then it's up to you to take advantage of those opportunities. But if you do that, the opportunities will present themselves. The biggest challenge in my career has definitely, I'm just so self-conscious of myself. You know what I mean? So just it's just not putting so much pressure on myself. Keeping myself focused, but at the same time, not putting too much pressure on myself. Like, I'm not one of those people who you got to worry about wandering off and not doing shit. Like, I police myself pretty well, but at the same time, sometimes I can be a little overcritical of myself too. So I have to make sure that I balance that. You know what I mean? Just keep it balanced. I want to be remembered as a human being that was just trying to contribute to society in a positive way. You know what I mean? In a positive way. Hopefully, it pushes society forward. You know what I mean? Adds to it and helps evolve society. You know what I mean? Like, that's the kind of person that I want to be. I think that's my greater purpose, whatever method or means that may be. Right now, it seems to be music in that form of art. So I'm going to keep on pursuing that until, you know, another window, another door opens. So I just want to push society forward, man. Growth.